Howdy folks, in this video I'm going to show you guys how to rank your website using the power of topical authority and how to create a topical map. So first of all, what is topical authority? So topical authority is pretty much when search engines like Google or Bing that think that your website is the central hub or the expert on that specific topic. So for example, let's say you have a website on copywriting, right? So how can we turn your website into the authority, the central hub for learning about copywriting? Maybe you want to go ahead and have a website for make money online. So how do you do that? You can do that by using the power of topical authority by creating something called the topical map. So topical map is a set of pages that you can create, categories and subtopics that's going to link with each other and help you rank on that competitive keyword. So in this video, I'm going to go and not only show you what a topical map is, but I'm also going to go ahead and give you the tools and tricks to help you create your topical map. So let's go and get started by getting on my laptop right now. Okay, so let's go and learn about how to create your topical map. So what is a topical map? It's just a fancy word for, creating a document that tells you what kind of content or pages should you be creating for your main topic. Okay, that's the whole point. So let me explain. So let's say this is the topic. So keep in mind that each of these boxes represent a page or like a website. Okay, so for example, let's say you have a website about laptops. Okay. Now, so once you have a main site about laptops, okay, you have, a bunch of laptops for sale. Now, to get that page to ranked up, what you need to do is create multiple pages and link back to that page. So let me explain. So maybe you want to write about office laptops. Maybe you want to write about gaming laptop. Okay. Or maybe you want to write about kids laptop. Okay. So now, once you have your main topic figured out, and this topic is usually the hardest keyword to rank. So for example, how to make money online, okay, or side hustle, or car insurance, okay, things like that, which is super, super difficult to rank for. So once you figure out your main keyword, you're going to go ahead and have these categories or subtopic pages. Okay, so that's why you see these websites like Best Buy or Walmart, right? And you see that they have the main page, they also have subtopics. Let me explain. Let's go and take a look. So let's go to Best Buy. Okay, and once you go to Best Buy, okay, so we have menu here. Let's go and click on the menu. Let's go and click on where's laptops? Okay, computers and tablets. Okay, so once I click on that, and this is the subtopic, they all link back to this page. So this is the topic. This is a topical page that they're trying to rank for, right? And in order for them to rank for this, they need to make sure that, they connect all the dots. The idea is that, search engines like Google, Bing, Yahoo, okay, they want to make sure that your page is the topical authority for that person in that keyword, okay? And to do that, you have to be able to not only define that topic, you also have to be able to define and have blogs about subtopics of that content. So let me give you another example here so it makes much more sense. So, and we're going to create a topical map, okay? So for example here, let's say we're trying to make sure, let's say our site is about knitting, right? So you want to go ahead and create these subtopics, and then you got subtopics on top of that as well. And this could go on and on, okay, till it ends. The idea is to, have it all connected, and then they all lead back to this main page, okay? And then all of these pages should rank because Google's going to see this entire thing as a map, okay? In its computer, it's going to go ahead and create this map. Hey, this page is for about copywriting, and it's talking about this and that. Let me explain, okay? Let me show you one more example. So this keyword, copywriting, okay? This is a very, very hard to rank keyword, right? Now, I'm working on this right now, so I can show it to you right now. So copywriter.net, this is one of my websites. So what I did is I want to rank for copywriting. So this is about 2 months old. So I created a page called Copywriting 101. And then I made this page. Now, I'm trying to rank for the word copywriting. Now, as you can see, I'm defining my topic. I'm answering every question a copywriter, about copywriting. So for example, if I were to go back here, if I were to scroll all the way down, as you can see, and this is what people are searching for, right? And you want to make sure that you answer each one of these things. For example, copywriting jobs, freelancing, salaries. So for example, salary, right? So I got an article about this, right? So it just goes on and on. That's the whole idea about creating this topical map, okay? And once you complete this topical map, your website should rank if it has decent amount of backlinks. Now, is backlink still important? Yes, it's still important, but if you can create this topical map and prove to search engines like Google, you will have much higher chance of ranking versus somebody, let's say I made a page about copywriting and I did not cover all the topics around my main topic. So let's take a look at one more example. Don't get overwhelmed. I'm going to show you how to create your own topical map as well. It's going to be super, super simple. Now, for example, let's say this is an e-commerce site, okay, and we sell laptops here. So we might have laptops, and that's our main topics, laptops and monitors, right? But now we're going to go ahead and create pages for gaming laptop, office laptop, rug laptop, kids laptop, and you get the idea. We keep creating these content and we always have pages defining these topics, okay, and subtopics. Let's take a look at one more example here. Now, let's say you're an agency, right? And you do web design, web hosting, and maintenance. Now, again, same concept. This is why it's super, super important that, on your website, you clearly have the main site, okay? And then you have web design, web hosting, maintenance plan, and you keep narrowing it down. So general web design, WordPress design. So a lot of people, what they do is they create one page and they put all of this on that same page. Can you still do that? Yes, it's fine, but it's better if you create a different page and then link it to the main page. That's the whole idea. So, okay, let's go back here. Okay, now let's go and create your own topical map today. So let's say you're going to go to a website called askthepublic.com, okay? And then you're going to go ahead and click on right here. You're going to go ahead and type up your main keyword. So I'm going to type up copywriting, and I'm going to go ahead and do US for my sake. In my language, English. I'm going to go and click on search. Now, if I scroll down, it's going to go ahead and give me questions and keywords that a lot of people are searching for. And it's super, super important. For example, copywriting to make money, right? Copywriting to journalism, right? Copywriting to be automated. So all of these things are topics and subtopics. For example, let's go back down here, okay? So we go up here. So if I wanted to create a topical map for copywriting, first I would have my main site, can be copywriter.net, and I need to answer most of these, if not all of these questions. Can copywriting be learned? That could be a page. So again, I'm creating these pages right here, as you can see, right? I created these pages for this website. Okay. In my case, copywriting, there is B2C, there is B2B. These are subtopics, right? So that's what I'm doing right here. Okay. And as you scroll further, versus, so these are everything that compared. For example, jobs like copywriting, things like that. Okay. Copywriting versus copyright, which is two different things, right? And you want to make sure that you cover as much as possible through these, subtopics. This is the list of it. So pretty much that. So I would scroll down up here, find my topic, and then I would try to answer as many of these questions as possible. For example, I would write about copywriting AI, which I did recently. This is a month-old website, right? So I wrote about, will AI replace copywriters? Like this, okay? So this is what you can do to create that topical map, okay? And then creating this topical map, you can't do it overnight. What I recommend you doing is once you have your website page that you want to rank for, before you even publish the first article, write about 10 to 20 articles related to the subtopic of that main topic, okay? And publish it all together. And then each week add up to 2 to 5 articles each week and build it up, because you cannot do it overnight and you need time, okay? So So that's an example right here. So that's what you can do. Let's go and take a look at an example right here. So let's say you want to rank for the keyword car insurance. If I search this up, I'll see ads here. I'm going to skip down. I see that Geico is ranking #1, Allstate, Progressive. These are all amazing companies and they're all ranking on page 1. Okay. So once you figure this out, once you search up your main keyword, you will see this, right? And then what you want to do is you want to use site operator, site, the website that you're trying to look up, and then type up car insurance. Now, once you do this, I use a tool called SEO Minion like this, okay? And what it allows me to do is it allows me to pretty much, so once you search this up like this, it'll show you all the pages. So pretty much, so right here, okay, car insurance, right? Geico, this is what they're ranking for #1. But how did they get here? They got there because of these other pages. Take a look at this. Texas car insurance. Okay, they have one for California. It just keeps going, as you can see. How to shop for car. See what happened, right? So whatever your topic is, let's try one. So let's say I want to rank for the keyword side hustle. Okay, this is side hustle. Okay, and we got sites like Shopify ranking organically, right? Side Hustle Nation, right? And we got These are sites ranking. So what do we do? So for example, let's say I want to go ahead and find out how is this website ranking for the word side hustle. So for example, Shopify, okay, what we could do is come back here. So site, right? Shopify.com, side hustle. So once I do this, it's going to find me all the articles that contain the word side hustle as their main topic, okay? These are all the pages actually helping Shopify rank here. This is the page it's ranking, right? So let's take a look. This is a different article versus this. So for example, let's do one. So side hustle, okay? Side hustle, right? So that's one article. That's the main article. That's the main page that you want to rank for, okay? And again, okay, it does not have to be the main domain. Like Shopify, they're an e-commerce software company, but side hustle is one of their types of, people looking for side hustle. That's one of their type of customers, audience, right? So they made this page, okay? And then they made this page, right? And then they created all of these articles. For example, take a look at this. Find an article. So all of these things, these are subtopics like you saw right here. This is it, okay? And then they created these content right here. So here, and then it keeps going. So if you wanted to rank for the word side hustle, what you would do is you would create your main content, right? And then you'd figure out what your competitor is ranking for, like this. Okay? And then you would create content just like these, okay, and then connect it to your main content, okay? And that's pretty much how you go ahead and create a topical map to rank on Google, Bing, and so on using the power of topical authority. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed creating it. If you enjoy this video, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to this channel so I can create more videos just like this. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video.